How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So in this video, we're going to be going over a couple of stocks which, in my opinion, need to cool off. They're too hot. They've ran up way too much, and they need to cool off. So let's get into it. If you guys find value, hit the like button. Make sure to go down below. Get your $50 from M1 Finance. All you have to do is use my link, deposit $100, and we each get $50 to invest with. And you guys could check out my Patreon if you want all my real-time buys, sells, call-outs, and a bunch of exclusive content. That's on Patreon, link down below. And let's get right into the video. So let's take a quick glance at SPY before we talk about these two stocks. And SPY, it's doing a lot of the same. Nothing too different here. It's still trading within the horizontal channel, 442 as resistance, 437 as support. And here on the hourly chart, you guys can see we did drop a bit this morning, and actually you can probably see it a bit better on the intraday chart. We did drop a bit this morning to about 439, even more to about 438, but now we're actually on the cusp of crossing back over $440 per share. So going back to that hourly chart, this is a good sign because we're holding support above both moving averages here, both the 50 and the 180 SMA, and now we're looking to maybe test 441 yet again, whether it's today, tomorrow, Friday, some point this week. That is what I'm personally seeing now, that we're again holding the moving averages here at a higher low based on yesterday's low, rather compared to yesterday's low. So now we just need to see if we rally into the close. That would be very good for the bulls overall. So with that out of the way, let's talk about two stocks that are, in my opinion, way too hot, and I'm a bit nervous. Well, with one of them, not as much as the other. So let's talk about the one that I'm more nervous about, and that is Robinhood, ticker symbol HOOD. And if you guys saw what happened this morning, your mind would have just blown. You unbelievable. It blew my mind, that's for sure. I mean, Robinhood closed. Let's talk about this first. Robinhood closed yesterday at what? $45 per share, and it went up a lot yesterday, by the way. It went up like 20% during the day. It went up another 15% after hours, and then this morning, just when you thought it ran up a lot already, it ran from $53 pre-market to $85, guys. You can't make this stuff up. It ran 37% from 53 to 85. And I was talking about this on Instagram. But by the way, follow me at StasSurfS on Instagram, all one, StasSurfS. I was talking to you guys and warning you guys, look, when it was at 85, and by the way, it got halted twice, and you guys can look deeper into halting, what that is, but pretty much when there's extreme volatility in a particular stock, it gets halted for like, I think 7 minutes, 10 minutes or something like that. Go look deeper into that. But it got halted twice, and I was telling you guys, be careful. It might pull back aggressively after this massive run-up, and lo and behold, that's exactly what it did. It went from 85 down to about 57. Wow, so it gave back pretty much all of that run-up that we saw there. And now that I'm filming this real time, when I'm filming this at 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast here on Wednesday, August 4th, this is continuing the rally. We hit 57. We bounced off the moving averages here on the 5-day, 5-minute, and now we're looking to maybe see another massive rally. And the thing here is FOMO, fear of missing out. A lot of you all out there are going to see this, and you're going to be like, man, I should have got into Robinhood. Maybe I should dive into it now. It's going to the moon. And sure, it could go to 85 again. Could go to 100, but you guys have to realize, let's say hypothetically, if it goes to 100, heck, it was at 85 this morning. That is pretty much a 3x from where it was just a couple of days ago. And what happened fundamentally in Robinhood that warrants a 3x in a couple of days. To me, that is just manipulation. That is just potentially the big boys buying in heavy amounts. Maybe the Reddit crowd is pushing it up. And the thing is, guys, with these big investors, hedge funds, institutions, the big boys, they will run a stock up and then they're shorting it as well. They're trying to, potentially push it down and make money on their shorts. So that is a big risk right now. And again, it was just $33 back on the 30th of July. For it to go to 85 for what? Why did it 3x? I mean, it really more like a 2.5x, but still nothing fundamentally changed. And to me, that's raising antennas in my brain. And it's making me a bit nervous. And sure, I could miss out on money like I said, but for me, this is way too hot. It needs to cool off, and I'd just be very careful. And the only way I would look at this is I'm not looking at it as a long-term investment. As a swing trade, it's risky as well. But as a day trade, short, in and out, maybe a scalp, right? That would be a pretty decent opportunity, I'd say. And even on this dip, now looking back on it, of course, hindsight's 2020, that would have been a pretty nice day trade, but I personally missed it. It's okay, because the second stock we're going to talk about today, which isn't as worrisome, I'd say, I ended up locking in profits on this second stock. I made 53% on my position, and that stock is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. And again, 53% on my position is what I made. And if you guys are in my Patreon, you know when I buy, when I sell, when I lock in profits. This is a stock that I was in since the $76 level a couple months back, right? $76, $76.60 to be exact. And look, we called this breakout on Patreon literally a week ago. I'm not even kidding. We called this out a week ago as it was breaking above the highs from 95 to $100, which was the all-time highs from back in, December, January. And the thing is, this was range bound, meaning it was trading within a range for 8 months, roughly 8 months, from about 75, $80 to about 95. So it was just consolidating, range bound, and then all of a sudden, these past couple of days after the earnings report came out, we saw a huge influx of volume. I mean, look at these volume bars right here. Volume kicked in like no other, getting us out of the $100 range, thus breaking us out. And if you look on the 3-year chart, and I showed this time frame before, this is going to show you how textbook this breakout was and how it makes sense. It really does make sense when it boils down to it, guys, because again, we consolidated for 8 months. We were above the moving average, 50 SMA here on the 3-year chart. Ever since the end of February, we were bouncing all over it. And AMD was just looking for a reason to break out, to see that next massive leg up. And if you look at the pattern here over the past 3 years, this has done this many times. Back in the beginning of 2020, we were at $57, sold off a bit to about $39.40. We're range bound, all throughout June. And then we saw that ridiculous leg up from about 53 up to 90. And then we were range bound for the past 8 months to a year. And then we saw the ridiculous leg up, which now, in my opinion, I sold out of my shares, by the way, at 118, something like that. I think 118.50 or something. Again, 53% gain right there. In my opinion, now that we're seeing this huge leg up again, sure, I might have sold early. Sure, this could go to 125, 130, 135. It could. It very well could. But I see another range-bound couple of month period here coming up. Whether it's next month, 3 months from now, I have no idea. But I see this now bouncing between maybe 130, 140 at the high, or maybe 125 at the high, and 110 or 100 at the low. I don't really see it going back down to the 70s. Granted, if we get an overall market correction, let's say SPY goes down 10, 15%, sure, AMD could easily go down to 80 again, 70 again, which, who knows, that could happen. But if the markets stay healthy, they're moving up and just staying kind of where they are, coasting up a little bit by bit. AMD, I don't see it going much lower than 195, and I see it trading there for a couple more months. 95, 100, 110, 115, 120, bouncing around there. And then we might see another leg up at some point down the line, maybe up to 150, another big breakout. So as of now, I'm out of AMD. I'm not bearish AMD. I am just waiting to see if this thing could cool off. If it does, right? Like we just outlined in the past couple of minutes. You know, if it gets down to 100 again, 95, I'm willing to buy my shares back. $90, you know, I'm willing to buy my shares back. But as of now, it ran up so quick, and I only own these shares for about a couple months. I mean, probably half a year. So I'm comfortable locking in that massive gain and adding to my cash position and kind of just waiting things out a bit. So overall, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, if you found some value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. And if you guys want access to me throughout the day via DM, a morning update video every single trading day, and you want buy alerts, sell alerts, call outs throughout the day, follow my Patreon, or rather join my Patreon. That's linked down below. Or you guys can go to StockSurfest.com/Patreon and make sure to get your $50 from M1 Finance. I'm not kidding, guys. It's literally 50 free bucks. Use my link, deposit $100, and we each get $50 to invest with. Let me know what stocks you buy with that $50. Again, all of those are linked down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Again, as always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.